So good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. Bienvenido a este evento del UN Datathon 2023. Thanks everyone for joining for this opening event of the UN Datathon 2023. I'm really happy for INE to offering to host this event, and I will not say too many words right now, but I would like to hand over directly to Mr. Diego Aboal, Director of the National Statistical Institute of Uruguay. So, le doy la palabra al señor Diego Aboal, director del Instituto Nacional de Estadística de Uruguay.
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Welcome everybody to the 2023 UN Datathon. It's an honor and a privilege for the National Institute of Statistics of Uruguay and for Uruguay to host the main on-site venue of the Datathon. The Datathon is not only happening in Montevideo. This is a global event with on-site locations that include the UN Big Data regional hubs in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, in Hangzhou, China, in Kigali, Rwanda, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, also participating in universities in Brisbane, Australia, Geneva, Switzerland, and the UN Economic Commission for Africa in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Many groups are also participating remotely from all over the world. The National Institute of Statistics of Uruguay has the privilege to co-host the UN Datathon alongside the United Nations Committee of Experts on Big Data and Data Science for Official Statistics, the Major Group for Children and Youth, and the Global Partnership for Sustainable Development Data. We are thankful to all of these institutions for the opportunity of working together. The Datathon is organized from today until next Monday in conjunction with the Festival de Datos in Uruguay. This is a big event that is taking place next week in Punta del Este. And participants may have the opportunity to have their work shown or presented at the Festival de Datos, and winners projects have a chance to be taken forward by the UN and its partners. The National Institute of Statistics of Uruguay is a leader in the Latin American region in the use of administrative registers and in exploring the use of new data sources for statistical purposes. We have also organized in the past a local Datathon. Therefore, this is a great opportunity for us not only to show the strength of our data landscape, but also for learning, capacity building, and sharing experiences. We would like you to join us on this journey of innovation, exploration, and problem solving as we harness the power of data to create a more sustainable and resilient world. Datathon participants will develop innovative data-driven applications, tools, or statistical models combining geospatial data or with other data sources for help advance the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. This is an exciting opportunity for students and data professionals to contribute solutions to the challenges of the Sustainable Development Goals. I'm very thankful for the hard work of the staff of the National Institute of Statistics of Uruguay. They have put over the last few months a lot of work to have a successful event. I wish you can take the most of the next 3 very exciting days, and good luck to all the participants. Thank you.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you for this. I will now show a short video, the introduction to the UN Datathon.
Innovation, exploration, and real-world data implementation. Join us as we harness the power of data to create a more sustainable world at the UN Datathon 2023. All over the world, scientists are working tirelessly to find solutions caused by disasters, climate change, and rising food and energy prices, which create vicious cycles of poverty, hunger, and inequality. And we want to use our expertise to make a difference. That's why, every year, we use data science to develop ideas and solutions that address these global challenges, helping us and the world achieve sustainable development goals. At last year's 2022 Datathon, 2,000 participants from 60 countries competed in 500 teams and delivered roughly 240 data-based solutions, which they were given 3 days to complete. And what we received was astounding solutions for global shipping networks. Protecting endangered species, creating sustainable food sources, to help us create more solutions for local, regional or global issues, focusing on environmental sustainability. Whether that's supporting Uruguay's recent pledge to maintain our oceans or any other sustainable development-related issue around the world. Teams from every corner of the globe will participate online and at several on-site locations in our 3-day Datathon. The opening and closing ceremonies will take place in Montevideo. We will have expert presentations on privacy-enhancing technologies, geospatial data for environmental sustainability, and use of real-time vessel tracking data. And at the end of our event, an independent jury will hand-pick projects to be taken forward to help make a true positive impact on the life of people and the health of our planet. So join us at the UN Datathon 2023, 3rd to the 6th of November in Uruguay and online. Register today or before September 30th. We look forward to seeing you there. With special thanks to AWS, who made this video possible.
Bueno, eso fue el video promocional que habíamos hecho. So this was the promotional video which we created for the UN Datathon. I would like now to hand over to Stefan Schweinfest, who is the director of the United Nations Statistics Division in New York. Le doy ahora la palabra al director de la División de Estadísticas de las Naciones Unidas en New York.
Distinguished guests, dear colleagues and friends, it is my pleasure to address you all today at the occasion of the opening of the 2023 UN Datathon. I would like to start by thanking my dear colleague, Mr. Diego Abual, and his whole team at INE Uruguay for all the efforts which they have put in place to host this Datathon. It is through these generous offers of help that the global community of statisticians and data science experts keeps making positive progress. Muchas gracias a todos. About 2 months ago, many world leaders were in New York for the Sustainable Development Goals Summit. The main focus was on how we can still fulfill the promise of achieving the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. As you know, one of the outcomes of the summit was the commitment by countries to put renewed energy in the implementation of the SDGs by focusing on 6 so-called transitions: food, energy, digital connectivity, education, employment, and climate change. That is why I'm very happy that the theme of the Datathon, on which all of you are going to work, are exactly these 6 topics. My team organized 2 sessions during the SDG Action Weekend, just before the SDG Summit. These 2 sessions were about the power of data and about the importance of geospatial information for the implementation of the SDGs. I have been told that each team in this Datathon will have to include the geospatial dimension in its data solution. This is great. You will see that when your team integrates geospatial information in your presentation or application, that application becomes immediately much more actionable. In other words, the geographical dimension will show you where a trend in the indicators occurred, so that a new policy can be immediately applied by the relevant policy decision level to that specific geographical area. Dear colleagues and friends, it has been a privilege of my team to closely collaborate with the UN Youth Group in organizing this event. A Datathon is all about data science, which is all about young people trying new things in the data space. A big thank you to Umaima, to Abhijit, to Barbara, and the whole UN Youth Group. The main challenges for improving the conditions of people, planet, and prosperity are most important for the younger generation. I therefore encourage all of you to find creative solutions which will help us in addressing these challenges that we face, especially regarding climate change. The engagement of the youth is critical. It gives hope and is an inspiration to all of us. I understand that teams are participating in all parts of the world. I encourage you to communicate intensively with each other during this event and to keep in touch after the event. Let me tell you from my personal experience of over 30 years in the global statistical and data family, there's nothing more valuable than having friends in many corners of the world. A thank you is also sent to the statistical offices of Rwanda, China, and the United Arab Emirates, and the universities in Brisbane and Geneva. All of you are hosting on-site events, and I can honestly tell you that the United Nations family really appreciates all the efforts that you're putting in to make this global event a global success. Together, we can and we will build a better and brighter future. I wish all teams a very successful 2023 Datathon. Thank you.
So these were the words of our director, Stefan Schweinfest of the United Nations Statistics Division. I will now also play a video with some remarks by Risenga Maluleke, Chair of the United Nations Committee of Experts on Big Data and Data Science for Official Statistics. Ahora vamos a escuchar unas palabras de Risenga Maluleke, quien es el presidente del Comité de Expertos de las Naciones Unidas en Macrodatos y Ciencias de Datos.
Distinguished guests, dear colleagues and friends, as chair of the United Nations Committee of Experts on Big Data and Data Science, it is my pleasure to address you all today at the occasion of the opening of the 2023 United Nations Datathon. My congratulations go to my dear brother and colleague, Mr. Diego Abual, and his whole team at the Statistics Office of Uruguay for hosting this event. At the core of the Datathon is the use of all kinds of data sources, including big data, and the use of data science and modern technologies. I therefore would like to highlight and appreciate the many contributions of our committee to this event, namely the contributions of the hubs in Brazil, China, Rwanda, and the United Arab Emirates, and of the hub on ARIS for SIA in Bilbao, Spain, of the task teams on the use of AIS data and on privacy-enhancing technologies, and of the United Nations Global Platform team. Experts of these hubs and teams work together with the United Nations Statistics Division and the UN Youth Group to organize this 2023 UN Datathon. I also recognize the generous contributions of our private sector partners, especially the AWS, ESRI, NetApp, and oblivious. As we just heard from Stefan, the participating teams must work on one or more of these topics of food security, energy, digital connectivity, education, employment, or climate change. All these topics are also very relevant policy issues in my country, South Africa. Job creation, education, energy security, and climate action are amongst the highest priorities of my country now in 2023. I hope that your innovative minds will design some innovative data applications which will shed some new light and positive solutions to these urgent problems. Dear colleagues and friends, I echo Stefan here that we, as a global community, have a key role to play in providing the necessary indicators which will help to develop the policies and monitor the outcomes. Let me also emphasize that we collectively have to increase the efforts to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. I am very much heartened by the fact that the Datathon is organized together with the United Nations Youth Group. The younger generation is essential in finding appropriate solutions for the many challenges of today. Seeing more than 2,000 of you participating in this event over the next 3 days is a blessing, and it gives me hope on a brighter future for our people and our planet. I also encourage you and your team to reach out to other teams in other parts of the world to discuss and compare your solutions. It could become a lasting collaboration, and it will instill in us a deeper understanding that wherever we are, we have similar issues and we can work together on the common solutions for a better and a brighter future. I wish all these teams a very successful 2023 Datathon. I thank you.
So these were the words of Risenga Maluleke, Chair of the United Nations Committee of Experts. I will now hand over to Barbara del Castello, who's the Chair of the UN Major Group for Children and Youth. Le doy ahora la palabra a Bárbara del Castello, presidenta del grupo principal integrado por jóvenes y niños.
Hello, my name is Barbara Duxtello, and today I'm speaking on behalf of the Major Group for Children and Youth, which is the UN-mandated, official, formal, and self-organized mechanism for young people to meaningfully engage in the UN. I am the MGCY Global Focal Point for the Science Policy Interface, or SPI platform, which is a global network of young people working at the intersection of science, technology, policy, and diplomacy within the UN system. We are focusing on organizing youth action, generating and distributing knowledge, and building capacity among young scientists, engineers, and innovators to effectively implement, monitor, and review the Sustainable Development Goals in the 2030 Agenda. We would like to thank the United Nations Committee of Experts on Big Data and Data Science for Official Statistics, Uruguay's National Institute of Statistics, and the Global Partnership for Sustainable Development Data for organizing with MGCY on this meaningful event. We are so excited to be a part of the 2023 UN Datathon, and we want to welcome all of you, the participants, to this incredible event. Recognizing that different SDGs require diverse transformations, it is pivotal that we acknowledge that youth and children have a necessity for capacity building, and it is essential. By empowering and equipping youth with the digital skills we need, we can leverage our enthusiasm and creativity to make a sustainable impact and accelerate our progress towards a more sustainable and equitable future. Technology and data hold immense potential to be pivotal in advancing our progress towards achieving the SDGs, from improving healthcare access to promoting clean energy solutions and enhancing education. Understanding our current progress through analytics can offer innovative solutions to some of the world's most pressing challenges. To fully harness this potential, it is essential that we ensure that everyone, particularly youth, has the opportunity to acquire digital skills without being hindered by socioeconomic barriers or digital divides. Bridging the gap in digital literacy and ensuring equitable access to technology is crucial to empowering individuals to contribute effectively to the SDGs, promoting inclusivity, and creating a more sustainable and interconnected world for all. Let us continue to engage youth scientists, engineers, and innovators as an entry point for a better future as we strive to accelerate the SDGs. Significant effort has been made to try and achieve the SDGs. However, we find ourselves at the halfway point to the 2030 deadline, and it is crucial for us to acknowledge that we are only 15% of the way towards achieving our global objectives. Research on the SDGs has highlighted 6 transformative entry points or key transitions, which can have catalytic and multiplier effects across all the SDGs. As a participant of the UN Datathon, your mission is to craft a pioneering, data-driven solution that addresses local sustainable development issues while harnessing the power of one or more of the 6 transformative transitions. I wish the best of luck to all the teams participating in the Datathon. Regardless of the outcome, your contributions to this Datathon and your enthusiasm for accelerating the SDGs are essential to creating a significant change that we need in this world. Thank you so much.
I will now show a video on the SDG localization, which is the theme of this year's Datathon.
Familiarizing the people of the world with this way of thinking is a critical step to creating a brighter tomorrow.
Today, I'm calling upon each and every one of you to help frame these endeavors and to ensure that the UN system is best placed to leverage real-world impact.
Agradezco el trabajo compartido de Naciones Unidas, ONU Habitat, Gobierno Español, Ayuntamiento de Bilbao y Fundación BBK junto al Gobierno Vasco para el logro de este objetivo.
This is our mission and our vision.
We believe that if we take care of the Earth,
it will take care of us. And if we take care of each other,
the world will be a richer and fairer place for everyone.
In the few years that we have until 2030, local breakthroughs across all the SDGs will be the cornerstone of the successful achievement of the SDGs. You are our most important advocates, and we need your support to turn the tide in the next 7 years.
So again, there was a little bit of a lag between the video and the audio. So I would like to continue now with Freddy Rodriguez Galvez, who's working for the Global Partnership for Sustainable Development Data. So doy la palabra a Freddy Rodriguez Galvez de la Asociación Global para Datos sobre el Desarrollo Sostenible.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. It's a pleasure to be here along with my colleagues here on the table, Diego, also Alfonso, and others that are online to actually do the opening remarks of this Datathon. But I'm also very happy to have this Datathon in our region and particularly in Montevideo, Uruguay. It's an opportunity for different actors actually to meet here in Montevideo. We will have the next week the Festival de Datos, which will take place in Punta del Este, and it's part of this marathon of datos that we have in Uruguay. It showcases also the importance of how data is becoming relevant for the region, but it also showcases the examples of needs that the region needs to address as well. Right now, we know that the SDGs and half point, and some of my colleagues that have introduced about the SDGs mentioned the importance of targeting those important issues that the SDGs are not being measured right now. So this Datathon also brings opportunities for the ones that will be actually working with the data, providing solutions as well to address those challenges, especially in 3 items that we need. First of all, to get timely data, which is relevant to address all the challenges that we have in the Sustainable Development Goals. But also we need to think about inclusive data, how inclusive data can address those important elements that some vulnerable people and communities have not been measured on. And then finally, how accountable data and responsible data should be addressed towards having solutions, and also important elements that in our region and in different regions of the world that the Datathon will be addressing can be actually taken into place with new solutions. I agree with my colleagues that mention how the youth community and the different participants of this Datathon can actually improve the ways that we have in the past worked with data. How we can actually use data for decision making is one of the biggest challenges, but also we need good data with quality that is required for those decision makers as well. I actually look forward to see the results of this Datathon, not only in Montevideo, but also in the different hubs that are working on this remotely, and also how we can improve those solutions and to scale those to other countries or even regions. Thank you for being here, and also look forward to seeing some of you as well next week in Punta del Este in the Festival de Datos. That is also, as I mentioned, one of the main events that we have in our region to showcase the good things that we are doing, but also how we can address some of the challenges that we have. Thank you so much.
Muchas gracias, Freddy. Ahora paso la palabra a Alfonso Fernández de Castro, representante residente del Programa de las Naciones Unidas para el Desarrollo, PNUD. Now I will give the floor to Alfonso Fernández de Castro, resident representative of the United Nations Development Program, UNDP.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to everyone.
First of all, allow me to extend the warm regards from the resident coordinator, who being sick cannot be with us today, but also to the entire UN family working here in Uruguay. Allow me also to extend a very warm welcome to Diego Aboal, with whom we have the pleasure, and when I say this, we is the system and the different agencies to work in several fronts, and in this working, hopefully contributing, but also learning a lot, working with the national institution and with other partners. As was said from Freddie, the need to move forward in this agenda, it's an agenda of partnerships. It's an agenda of vision, but also of partnerships. Many things has been said. With the risk to be repetitive, I just like to touch probably about 3 points. One, and although has been said, it's in terms of the summit that took place in New York. The summit of the SDGs was recently. I think 2 messages come very, very strongly. One, and foremost, the centrality of the SDGs in order to achieve the goals that we want. These are the means to really move forward in the development agenda. But secondly is we need to improve the means of implementation. There are different means of implementation, but one of them that came very clear, and that's why it's so welcoming, as has been said before, these spaces, it's in terms of data information in order to move forward with policies which are much more evidence-based, that help us to formulate the policies, but also to learn through those policies and those interventions in order to recalibrate and move forward while we are implementing. Among those 2 pillars, definitely in the need to enhance the SDGs, but also in the need to further strengthen our capacities in data collection and information. These spaces are critical. Has been said also the importance of data for accountability, the importance of data for transparency, but the centrality also of partnership and participation. And this participation, of course, will need to involve governments at all its levels, will need to involve civil society, will need to involve youth, very much private sector in the way we design and also we implement our policies. In the case of the UN system here in Uruguay, in the work collectively done with the government counterparts, it was designed and agreed what we call the cooperation framework for 2021-2025. And as it could be expected, it's one of the pillars under which we are working. And the pillar, it's about strengthening national capacities to manage and analyze information applicable to decision-making, design, evaluation of policies, and service provision. Based on these priorities, several UN agencies here in the country are working with our partners and national counterparts in terms of technical assistance, policy advice, resources, and other means of implementation. And we have been, just to give some example on some of the areas of collaboration and always under the leadership of national government and national partners, we've been working in areas such as the national census, the multidimensional poverty index, in terms of working on the implementation of new innovative financial instruments, which at the end of the day, they need to have better data and better evidence, and in a number of fields as it could be sustainable production. So I think, as my predecessors have said, we are very keen on not only this week, on all this movement, which it's really strengthening our capacity to deliver the SDGs, which at the end, it's our capacity to improve the lives of people and to touch them, leaving no one behind. Thank you very much.
Muchísimas gracias. Ahora pasamos a Orlando Ocampo, que es el director de estadísticas en la Comisión Económica para América Latina y el Caribe de las Naciones Unidas, conocido como CEPAL. Now I will give the floor to Orlando Ocampo, Director of Statistics at the UN Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, also known as ECLAC.
Muchas gracias a todos. Muy buenas tardes hasta Uruguay, a Montevideo en Uruguay. Good afternoon to all of you. It's a pleasure to have to be here in this opening of this Datathon. What I just want to add to some words and to add some words in my intervention is that it is very exciting to have this Datathon in the framework of the Data Fest, and to have all the colleagues that are going to work with information coming from different parts of the world, but in particular from Latin America and the Caribbean, using the data that we have in our statistics web platform, Cephalstat, where we have information from one side for all the statistics coming from Latin America and the Caribbean, but not only, we include geospatial information in this regard. And as my colleagues has been said, so all of this is in the framework of the Sustainable Development Goals. And you know that we are not in the right direction for the following of this agenda that all the world has in the General Assembly has been decided. And we, at the global level, only 15% of the indicators are on track and are on direction, in the right direction, but the other ones, we need to stress, we need information, we need to empower all the civil society, the statistical areas, the governments, just to get to the completion of these indicators. So in this regard, the research of the Sustainable Development Goals has converged in 6 transformative entry points, in particular that we call it key transitions, in particular for food systems, energy access and affordability, digital connectivity, education, jobs and social protections, and of course, climate change, biodiversity, loss, and pollution. And for that, to do this work, these 6 key transitions are supported by 5 enables or sustainable development stimulus. And one of these in particular is the SDG localization. And this is what we are going to work in this regard. And so we have the idea just in this Datathon to have information, to have real data, to have new developments, software developments, and information that we can use in our offices, in particular in ECLAC, for example, and then to use for to be used for the countries and the governments to take decisions. So your challenge is, as participants in this Datathon, is to create an innovative data solution which tackles local sustainable development challenges, which leverage one or several of the 6 transitions. So, and you have to remember in terms of location that everything happens somewhere. So we can now with the technology, we can use satellite images, we can use the interoperability to mix them with the statistical data and to georeference all this information. You have all the power to do this, and I hope that these 3 days can give us very excellent results and give all the opportunity to all of you to produce excellent products for the benefits of all of us. And so with the idea to leave no one behind. Thank you and good luck to all of you, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you very much, Rolando, for your words. We will now show a series of videos from the other 6 locations where the UN Datathon is taking place this year. Ahora vamos a mostrar un par de videos de otros lugares donde se encuentran equipos participando en el UN Datathon 2023. Pido a mi colega Clarence si puedes compartir. So Clarence, if you can share the videos, that would be nice. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kerry Mengerson. I'm the Director of the QUT Centre for Data Science here in Brisbane, Australia. Our centre is more than one of 30 centres and organisations that make up the Australian Data Science Network. We're so excited to welcome researchers from around this amazing network and Australia to Brisbane for this year's UN Datathon.
Hi everyone! We are so excited to participate in UN Datathon as it provides a fantastic opportunity
to learn more about how my skills in data science can help solve sustainable development goals.
I want to meet new people. I want to learn some technical skills.
Learn, expand my knowledge.
To work on a data science for social good project with brilliant and passionate people.
Why I want to take part in the UN Datathon was because
I wanted to challenge myself.
And I'm so excited about working on a great project and compete with awesome data scientists from all over the world.
I can't wait to see what we can do together.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Go Australia.
Let's go Australia.
Go Australians.
Go Australia!
Dear friends, greetings from beautiful city of Hangzhou, China. We are so delighted to welcome the opening of United Nations Datathon 2023 and the first China competition. As sustainable development is an inevitable choice for the prosperity and the progress of human society, big data and data science support the realization of SDGs. The Chinese people actively participate in practice and research. A total of 138 teams registered for global and China competitions this year. On behalf of the Global Hub in China and the Zhejiang Lab, I wish all the participants a great success. I also sincerely invite you to the West Lake in Hangzhou to contribute to the sustainable development. Let's make it happen.
We are Team Blackson from Peking University.
Hangzhou.
Hangzhou.
Guangdong.
Xiamen.
From Changxing.
We look forward to 2023 UN Datathon China Division.
We live in a day and age where technology is creating incremental and improvements in our lives in ways we have not seen in past decades and centuries. Today, technology is affecting every industry and it's affecting every single aspect of our lives.
We witnessed the powerful impact of enabling data enthusiasts. Teams from all around the world came together to collaborate, share knowledge, and leverage the power of technology to unlock the immense value of data. The excitement and enthusiasm shown by all participants was unmatched. The passion they had for using data to create a better tomorrow, not only for them, but for our global nations, left us all enlightened.
Use programming to do something useful for humanity, useful for the world.
كون إن العلم هو أساس تقدم الأمم وأهم استثمار في جيل المستقبل.
If we can wisely use the data with machine learning and artificial intelligence, I think the intelligence can be transformed into wisdom, which is the future we envision.
Data give you answers to everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and participants, I extend my warmest welcome to this year's United Nations and Partners Hybrid Datathon. It's a privilege to be part of this remarkable event where data meets innovation. In Kigali, at the National Institute of Statistics of Rwanda and the United Nations Africa Regional Hub for Big Data, we are thrilled to be part of this groundbreaking event, a celebration of data, innovation, and collaboration. Teams in Montevideo, Uruguay, and across the globe will unite virtually to solve pressing issues. Our partnership with the United Nations and the Festival de Datos brings together the finest minds in data science, statistics, technology, and other fields, creating a platform for unparalleled possibilities. This Datathon is not just an event. It's a pool of ideas where we foster innovation, push boundaries, and transcend limitations. You, the participants, are the heart and soul of this event. We have researchers, students, professionals, and enthusiasts representing diverse sectors and experiences. This diversity is our strength, and it will be the catalyst for data solutions that can change lives and societies. Our esteemed panel of experts will evaluate the solutions, awarding innovation and potential real-world influence. The recognition and prizes are tokens of appreciation for talent and effort. In conclusion, this is an opportunity to be part of something transformative. It's a call to action, a call to innovation, and a call to make a difference. Thank you and good luck.
Datathon participants. I'm Domenica from the SDG Solutions Fair here in Geneva. The SDG Solutions Fair is located at the heart of international Geneva. Our aim is to collaborate and innovate through projects that foster SDGs all over the world. We're going to have 6 teams, and we're so excited to see the results of these projects coming this weekend.
My name is José Luis Fernández. I'm senior lecturer at the University of Geneva. So Geneva provides a unique ecosystem for innovation, bringing together 38 international organizations, more than 400 NGOs, what create a unique ecosystem for providing solutions to SDGs. The first thing I expect for this weekend is that people have fun. This is the Festival de Datos, as they call it in Uruguay. So having fun is one of the priorities, but then I would like to see team working, multidisciplinary teams working around the table on sustainable development goals.
Hey, my name is Sam, and I'm very excited to join the UN Datathon here in Geneva with our project Breaking Silos to achieve data mapping. See you soon in Geneva and online.
So, saludos a todos desde Ginebra y pasarlo bien durante el fin de semana. Buen Festival de Datos.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, wherever you might be. It's a pleasure to stand before you and extend my warmest welcome to the UN Datathon 2023. My name is Paulo Januzzi. I'm the General Coordinator of the National School of Statistics of the Brazilian Institute of Statistics and Geography. Big data represents a remarkable opportunity to enhance official statistics, thereby enables to craft more effective public policies. Through our collective efforts, this vision can be transformed into reality. The UN Datathon represents a one-of-kind opportunity for professionals and students alike, eager to contribute with innovative solutions that harness alternative data and geospatial insights to confront challenges and further the realization of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Over the next 70 hours, I hope that your endeavors are not only productive, but also incredibly fruitful. Let us embrace this unique opportunity, for it's through collaboration and innovation that will advance our shared commitment to a more sustainable and equitable future. Thank you, and the best luck for all participants.
So these were all messages from around the globe from where participants will participate in this UN Datathon. It's now already 3:02, so we are already 2 minutes in to the UN Datathon. I wish all participants the best of luck. Mucha suerte en crear sus soluciones. And thanks for joining this opening event of the UN Datathon. We will have the closing ceremony on Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning, here local time in Montevideo, and of course also virtually around the globe. Thanks everyone. Thank you to my colleagues here on the podium, and all the best again to all the teams around the world. Thanks so much.